Hello, everyone. The Academy has announced their Oscar nominations, and there is a lot to unpack. I am going to go through most of the categories. I am excluding Best International Feature, Short Film, and Documentary categories because I haven't seen enough of the nominees to say anything. For each of the categories, I will talk about who I think will win and what's my personal favorite, slash, which is what I want to win. My predictions on what will win are based on what the precursors have nominated. This includes award shows such as Golden Globes, Critics' Choice, BAFTAs, and guilds for each individual category. They set the trajectory of how the Oscars might go for now. When they have all announced their wins, I will do a second video to make final predictions where I will be more certain of who will win. I will point out if a film was ineligible for a precursor so it wouldn't affect my prediction for the Oscars. My predictions will also be based on what kind of film usually wins said category by thinking about what has happened in the past. I have chapters that label which category I'm talking about down below. For animated feature, we have Encanto, Flea, Luca, Mitchells vs. the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon. Right off the bat, Encanto has already won the Golden Globe for Best Animated Feature. It's also the only one nominated in every precursor in this category. So Encanto will win. Who do I want to win? Mitchells vs. the Machines. Best Makeup, we have Coming to America, Cruella, Dune, Eyes of Tammy Faye, and House of Gucci. Dune, Eyes of Tammy Faye, and House of Gucci seem to be the constant nominees for this department. There are two different ways the Academy might go. If they go for bringing to life strange looking beings, Dune will win. If they go for subtlety or you wouldn't realize makeup was used on someone, House of Gucci will win. I think a safe bet for now is to say House of Gucci will win. The film I want to win for this is Dune. For visual effects, we have Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man. I don't think much needs to be said in this category. Dune and No Time to Die are the only constant nominees. Even though No Way Home was ineligible for some of the precursors, Dune is the only one that fits the mold for the winner out of all of the nominees. The Academy always go for what can perfectly blend the CGI with what's shot in front of the camera. Therefore, Dune is the film that will win, and I want it to win. For original score, we have Don't Look Up, Dune, Encanto, Parallel Mothers, and Power of the Dog. Score is also a no-brainer here. Dune and Power of the Dog have been nominated in everything, with Dune winning the Golden Globe. Dune is able to create unique sounds that bring to life its world, which is why it will win, and it's what I want to win. For original song, we have Be Alive from King Richard, Dos Orguitas from Encanto, Down to Joy from Belfast, No Time to Die from No Time to Die, and Somehow You Do from Four Good Days. No Time to Die seems to be the only constant nominee. This would actually be the third consecutive win for the Bond franchise to win in this category, which is why it will win. Encanto is what I want to win, but not really because of Dos Orquitas. I wish We Don't Talk About Bruno was submitted by Disney instead because I like that song more, but I just want Lin-Manuel Miranda to take home that Oscar for the film. For film editing, we have Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, Power of the Dog, and Tick Tick Boom. Now, it seems like Dune is the only constant nominee. The Academy usually goes for a film that is showy with the editing and well paced. All this is why Dune will win, and it is also what I want to win. For sound, we have Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. This is yet another situation where Dune is a constant nominee and the frontrunner. The Academy goes for a film that can create unique sounds and also mix them together well. Dune does that perfectly with the ornithopters, shields, and sandworm. Also, whichever film wins Best Editing has a very strong chance to win sound. This is why Dune will win, and it is what I want to win. For costume design, we have Cruella, Cyrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story. Dune and Cruella seem to be the two constant nominees. The Academy usually goes for lavish period costumes over anything else, which is why it's safe to say Cruella will win. Dune is what I want to win. For production design, we have Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story. So sad that French Dispatch got snubbed here. I really thought it was the front runner. But Dune, West Side, and Nightmare Alley are the constant nominees. Academy usually favors lavish period films here. Nightmare Alley and West Side are the period films, but Nightmare Alley is more lavish looking. Dune also has some lavish looking sets, despite being a sci fi setting, especially for scenes on Arrakis. This Oscar is gonna go down between Nightmare Alley or Dune. For now, I'll put Dune as what will win. It is also what I want to win. For cinematography, we have Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story. This is tricky because Dune, Power of the Dog, Macbeth, and Nightmare Alley are all constant nominees. The Academy usually goes for every frame is a painting. Dune is able to fit that mold the most. However, winners of this Oscar from the last decade have also won either directing, production design, or visual effects. I already predicted Dune for visual effects and production design. I think whichever film wins production design will win cinematography. Nightmare Alley has to win production design to be the clear winner for this category. This will once again be a coin flip between Dune and Nightmare Alley. Since I predicted Dune for production design, I'll say Dune will win as a safe bet. It is also what I want to win. For original screenplay, we have Belfast, Don't Look Up, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, and Worst Person in the World. Golden Globes have only one screenplay category where they combine original and adapted screenplays. This will really narrow down the constants to Belfast and Licorice Pizza. Belfast was actually ineligible for the Writers Guild, which is why it still has a strong chance for the Oscars. Belfast has already won Best Screenplay at the Golden Globes. So for now, Belfast seems to be the likely winner. The one I'm rooting for is Licorice Pizza. For adapted screenplay, we have Coda, Drive My Car, Dune, The Lost Daughter, and Power of the Dog. Power of the Dog and Lost Daughter were actually ineligible for the Writers Guild, so those two, Coda and Dune, are the constant four nominees. Power of the Dog is the only one to additionally be nominated at the Golden Globes, which is why it will win. There are two films I want to win, and they are Coda and Dune. For supporting actor, we have Kieran Hines, Belfast, Troy Kotzer, Coda, Jesse Plemons, Power of the Dog, J.K. Simmons, Being the Ricardos, and Cody Smith McPhee for Power of the Dog. Troy Kotzer and Cody Smith McPhee are the only two constants here. Cody already won the Golden Globe, making him the current frontrunner. I am personally rooting for Troy Kotzer. For supporting actress, we have Jessie Buckley, The Lost Daughter, Ariana DeBose, West Side Story, Judi Dench, Belfast, Kirsten Dunst, The Power of the Dog, and Anjanou Ellis, King Richard. This is probably the easiest acting category to predict this year. Ariana DeBose for West Side is the only constant nominee and won the Golden Globe. Therefore, she will for sure win, and I want her to win. For lead actor, we have Javier Bardem, Being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch, Power of the Dog, Andrew Garfield, Tick Tick Boom, Will Smith, King Richard, and Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth. The only two constant nominees are Will Smith and Benedict Cumberbatch. For this category, the past several winners came from Best Picture nominees. This further proves why it'll be between those two. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air winning the Golden Globe makes it seem like Smith will win. Who I want to win is Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom. For lead actress, we have Jessica Chastain for Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart Spencer. This one is a doozy because none of the Oscar nominees were nominated at the BAFTAs. The BAFTAs are actually the most reliable at this, but I have to ignore what they have to say this year. The most consistent nominees are Jessica Chastain, Nicole Kidman, and Olivia Colman. Kidman winning the Golden Globe seems like she will win at the Oscars. Kristen Stewart for Spencer is the one I want to win. For directing, we have Kenneth Branagh, Belfast, Ryusuke Hamaguchi, Drive My Car, Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza, Jane Campion, Power of the Dog, and Steven Spielberg, West Side Story. So sad Denis Villeneuve for Dune got snubbed, but it's still a good list. Jane Campion is the one constant director. She also won it at the Golden Globes, so she will for sure win this. And her directing is my favorite on the list, so I want her to win. Before I talk about what will win Best Picture, I'm going to talk about how to predict it the best way. Looking at this chart, the probability by Oscar wins is based on the major categories won by that film. The best possible chance is winning directing, acting, and writing. To still have a strong chance, it has to win directing plus technicalities, directing plus acting, writing plus acting, or directing plus writing. A decent chance is if it wins writing plus technicalities or acting plus technicalities. And if the film has won none of the above, then it has no chance for Best Picture. Also, being nominated for Best Editing is a huge factor. The past several Best Picture winners have been nominated for this category. The only exception is Birdman, and that's only because it lacked editing. A film doesn't have to win editing to guarantee a win for Best Picture, but needs the nomination. You should also keep in mind the total awards won by a film throughout all of award season. Each individual award doesn't mean much, but counting them all does. The past two Best Picture winners ended up receiving the most total awards. Rotten Tomatoes does such a good job at keeping track of that every month. Now, our Best Picture nominees are Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. First of all, let's just focus on what are the constant nominees. The constant five are Dune, Don't Look Up, Power of the Dog, Belfast, and Licorice Pizza. Using my strategy to predict Best Picture, it would seem that Power of the Dog is the clear winner. I predicted it for Director, Supporting Actor, Adapted Screenplay, and a 50-50 chance for Lead Actor. It won the Golden Globe for Best Drama, nominated for Best Editing, and has the most total wins this award season. Power of the Dog is the only film to meet my criteria to predict Best Picture, and I'm not complaining. This is why Power of the Dog will win. The film I want to win is, of course, Dune. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your Oscar predictions.